Hey guys, how's it going? So today is an awesome video and I'm so excited to make it because it's my first trip I've ever taken with my van. I have been anticipating this trip for such a long time. I bought this van in August of 2019 and it's just been sitting there for almost a full year. With the craziness of 2020 and the time it took to really make this space a home, I was finally able to take it onto the road. But I really think that I've been patient enough and I think it's finally time to see a little bit more of rural Ontario. So the first trip that I'm going to be taking is to Port Sydney. I know a nice lake that there's so much beautiful wildlife that I would love to see, so I'm going to be spending a few days there and visiting the cities close by. I feel so comfortable. The wind is nice and gentle. It's not too warm, definitely not. It's actually a little bit chilly, which is a really nice change. I love the wind. The wind on my face is so, even during the winter, sometimes I open the window while I'm driving. It's kind of weird, but it's just so refreshing to me. Everything's as perfect as I was hoping it would be. Things are actually turning out easier than I expected. I was able to plug my van in, so now I have electricity. Limitless electricity. Wonderful. The only thing that I gotta get used to is not having internet. I have a little bit of data on my phone, but not enough to use it as much as I was before. So a few things that I want to do today. It's really windy, so the water is kind of rough, but I really want to go kayaking. I brought my kayak with me. I filled up my cooler with a bunch of food, and I have a camper grill, a camper stove. And I bought a lot of different type of food from Bulk Barn before coming. A lot of food that I've never even tried before. Couscous, quinoa, orzo. These trees are so tall. I feel like I haven't admired a nice tall tree in such a long time. So here I'm just checking for some wild blueberries. This was the end of July, so blueberries were just about to happen, and I saw a lot for sale on the side of the road while I was on my way here. But I couldn't find any in these bushes yet. And this stunning vision is Clearwater Lake. I'm just sitting in the trees in my van. Pretty comfortable. See my feet? Look, my dirty feet. I'm comfortable. Just walking around. Such a beautiful spot. I'm so lucky. I just got here today. You can never really enjoy a place more than one day. You can try to, and God bless if you get to stay, but just a day. Oh my god, those waves over there look so pretty. They're sparkling like crazy. Am kayaking. I don't want to be too loud because the water is so still and sound travels so easily. It's beautiful here. I want to shoot all my videos on the lake, but I'm gonna see if I can find some water lilies. I'm gonna see if I can pick any and put them in a resin project. I'd be so pleased if I found a nice pretty yellow one. I know they come in white, but I think the yellow ones are a little bit more rare. think I just found the jackpot. I see like 4 or 5 lilies over there. And there's also these really pretty purple flowers that I'll have to look up what they are later, but I'm gonna grab some of those and a couple more lily pads and head back. I haven't been kayaking for over 5 years, and this was so relaxing. It was exactly what I needed. I was surrounded by dragonflies all the time. There were so many. In the distance, I could hear loons, and I ended up seeing a blue herring from really close up. That thing was huge. And then when I got back to my van, I let the flowers air dry for a little while, and then luckily enough I brought my silica gel with me, so I made some room for that and started to bury them in their perfect shape. I'm not sure what I want to do with these flowers yet, but I definitely want to make some Ontario lake themed resin art. I think these water lilies would look amazing in half spheres with maybe a lily pad at the bottom as a background. I think that could look really cool, and I think they're the perfect size for that. They're not like a crazy bright color or anything, but they're so delicate and gentle. I really hope that I can make some cool stuff with it because I know where to collect some more if I need some. And after a little rest in my van, I decided to go and collect some more because I noticed around the lake there are so many mushrooms, so many cute little clusters of mushrooms, really bright colors, yellow, orange, red, really nice stuff that I don't usually see all the time. So I got so excited, I collected a full bag of this stuff and threw that also in silica gel. So I was just innocently lying here, enjoying the day, enjoying the beautiful sun, and all this stuff, and look what I did, guys. Oh my gosh, look what I did. I broke my glasses. Oops. So after playing with the lens for a little while, I realized this is way too beautiful of a thing to not take advantage of. So it's been a long time, but I pulled out my soldering tools, my glass cutting stuff, and I decided that I wanted to turn both of these lenses into a hanging charm. I thought it would be really pretty if I could put them in my window because I hardly wore these glasses in the first place. I just hung them by the window so the sunlight would go through them and it would look really pretty in my van. Since I was staying in a Walmart parking lot while I was doing this, I had my Jackery power station all charged up, so I just plugged in my soldering iron to that. While that was heating up, I put the copper tape on these lenses and secured it as well as possible so that I would be able to attach jump rings and a chain. I'm not very experienced with soldering. I only have one other video on my channel that's about soldering, and I've been meaning to get more into it because it's so fun, but practice makes perfect, and this is a really good small project to just get a little bit of a smoother hand with it. There's really only a few tools that you need to do soldering, and I'll leave a list of those in the description. I already had this soldering iron from woodworking back in the day, so besides that, it was only like 50 bucks or so to get all the other materials to get started on this, just to get the solder, the tape, and the liquid flux. So making sure that my surface is clean and layering on some liquid flux right before I put the solder on so that it attaches really nicely is key, and it honestly takes like 2 seconds to cover the copper foil. The thing that takes a really long time is getting the copper tape on nice and firmly. And this is how they turned out. I'm so happy with them. I love how I can move them around my van if I want to follow the sun. I have this fun disco effect in my van all the time. I love how many different colors it shows. It does these rainbow spots, it does orange and blue, and it's just so well designed. I actually want to find lenses like these myself so I can make more, or so that I can decorate more with them. So I couldn't get away with doing a video without doing something a little bit crafty. So I can't wait to make some more videos of just me exploring with my van. This was the most fun few days of just traveling and doing whatever I want and just trying to stay comfortable and happy and all that good stuff. I'm excited to figure out where else I want to go. I have a few Etsy deliveries that I have to do, so that might just make my path for me. Anyways, thanks so much for watching and have a good one.